everybody, and welcome to this next edition of Coffee Talk. My name is Jeff Fagan, and I'm your host today. And with us is our co-host, Diego Barragan-Shaw. Diego Barragan. I keep adding the Shaw. Diego, how you doing today, man? And you're muted. You're muted. Oh, there. You're muted. You can't unmute yourself. There you go. I can hear you. Live
morning,
technical
guys.
Difficulties.
How's everybody doing? How's everyone? I got my coffee here, and we got someone really special today. We got Dominik Gührs. Dominik Gührs, we go way back to the first competition I ever did. He's all the way in Thailand, and he's German. So we want to hear why you're in Thailand and not in Germany.
Yeah, tell us,
Am I live
man.
right now?
Oh,
you are
yeah.
live. You are live action right
What?
now.
Oh, now I can't see you guys.
Yeah, no, it's all you. Tell us your story, man.
Oh,
What's going on?
so what's up, guys? Yeah, I'm currently in Thailand because I am here to wakeboard, actually. But since the situation with the corona and everything is here in Thailand as well, we can't wakeboard because the cable park is closed and everything. So basically, I am stuck right now in Thailand. I tried to go home, but there is no flights because flights are getting canceled. People are going crazy because they can't leave the country. So what Germany, the government did right now, they're sending airplanes to Thailand, for example, to bring home the people. But I don't know yet when I can leave, but it should be in the next days. It's a pretty crazy situation, but it's everywhere like this. I mean, America is going crazy, right? The whole world is.
They're going to contact you when they do find one of those planes that would have you on it. Going back
Exactly, but I got an email today, and there's planes on the 3rd of April, on the 2nd of April. So there's a few coming.
Okay, so you got it's just a few days, and then you'll be out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear.
But I'm basically stuck for 10 days here already.
You were at Thai Wake Park, right? You were over there training?
Yeah, exactly. And then everything seemed to be fine here in Thailand. And then overnight, the government decided that they will close everything: shopping malls, cinemas, everything you actually don't need. The only thing which is still open is supermarkets and restaurants, but you can't sit in a restaurant. You just have food for takeaway. So that's basically it. But it's the same with you guys, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, over here it's the same. I mean, it's not as the laws are not so hard on the lockdown yet, but I've been seeing a lot of like the governors here in Miami and stuff. They're starting to see that people are not complying to the laws. So they're starting to get a little more serious, and we're probably going to end up in the next week or two, like the West Coast, like California. They're on full lockdown. So they could just go get groceries and like basic.
California is on full lockdown?
Yeah.
Whoa.
We were talking with Mark yesterday, and he told us it's relaxed and stuff. I mean, they're home, they're bored, nothing's open. But the lockdown means they can't just go driving around and stuff.
Well, technically, where Diego lives is outside of Miami, but the city of Miami and the city of Miami Beach are on lockdown, and the city of Palm Beach is on lockdown. But the rest of Florida is on like a voluntary lockdown. So it's not the whole state, and it's not the whole country. It's select areas or select states.
Yeah.
You actually live in Colombia now, right?
Yeah, I'm living in Colombia. Dude, the same thing happened to me. I didn't make it back home because they closed the international airports. They closed off Colombia. You know, they took their own protocols too. So most of my family's there, and I ended up staying here in Miami, which is not horrible. No, I'm with my family and with my 2 sisters. But the rest of my family, my dogs, everybody, they're in Colombia. So it is really like I get a little bit of anxious not knowing when will this all go away, what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's probably like with you. I know you go over to Thailand. It's a very popular wakeboard spot for a lot of athletes to go train off season, especially in Germany when you guys have the cold season. You guys all go to Thailand, you go to Bali. And why Thailand? I like to know that. I've never made it out there to train, but I know all the riders, and I see you, and I follow your story. You're always down there training, and
I mean, Thailand became pretty much the spot for me, I think they have the best cable parks in the world right now. Like Thai Wake Park for me is for sure one of the best cable parks in the world. And yeah, that's why I come here pretty much every year, because life is so chilled here. You know, you always have perfect conditions, and it's always a good crew. We are here. We come here every year for 3 months, and then we are around 10 to 15 riders, and then we just ride together. We have a good time, and yeah, enjoy Thailand.
Oh, that looks amazing, man. I've been watching your new channel on YouTube. You've been making a lot of GoPro videos and little like segments. They're awesome. Yeah. And specifically,
Thanks,
I looked
man.
at the one you put like yesterday or 2 days ago, where you're like, well, the cable's closed. What are we gonna do? So you've been focusing on doing like exercise, climbing the tower and jumping off it with swings. So you've been getting creative, which is good. You're killing time.
I mean, we are still not bored. You know, we can still leave the house and everything. The only thing we can't do right now is wakeboarding, but it's okay, you know, as long as, I mean, we should do it like this so everyone is safe and all that Corona stuff goes away again, and then, you know,
things go back to normal.
In a few weeks, hopefully, it's back to normal.
Did you see that shot of you? You know what's crazy? In that shot, you were at the airport and it was packed. And I saw a very eerie video you put up on your story a bit ago when you got to Thailand, and there was no one at the airport.
Nothing.
Yeah. And here nobody was talking about it yet. So when I saw that video, I'm like, ooh, that's Asia. Like it looks weird. Like look at Dominik. He travels so much, and he's at the airport right now being like, this is scary. Really, when I saw that hit me. I was like, wow.
I was in Phuket and I flew back to Bangkok, and I arrived at around 10 p.m. or something. And usually there's always taxis and a lot of people. So I came out of the gate, and then there were 0 people, and was like, wow, this looks like a
like a movie,
you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, whatever, get your board back, get in the taxi and go home. But then there was no taxi. I was like, shit, what I'm gonna do? But then in the end, I got a taxi. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's nuts, man. And what about your family? Your family's all back in Germany, right?
Yeah, my family's back in Germany, but they are all doing well. So it's all good, awesome. You know.
What did they say? I'm sure they were kind of worried, like, oh my God, Dom, you're in Thailand, you're gonna get stuck there.
No, in the end, every one of my friends, they were like, stay in Asia as long as you can, because Germany or Europe is going crazy right now, and Asia didn't have that problem yet. And then it got pretty. I mean, it's bad, but it's not worst here. You know, like you still need to be careful and everything. But I think Europe is still, and America is still worse than Thailand right now. So for sure. We are still more safe here in Thailand, but you know, I would like to be home with my family and stuff if you have a situation like this.
Yeah, of course. You're obviously there by yourself, so it's a little different. It's a little more difficult.
Yeah, you don't know for how long they will close the airports and stuff, and then maybe you're stuck here for the next 2 months or whatever, because no one can guarantee how long it takes, you know.
Exactly. Absolutely. That's the scary part, the unknown, the what if, and it's better to be staying home and sheltered with those we love around us.
Yeah. But I mean, in general, you know, I hope you guys are all healthy, all your family, the whole family is healthy. And yeah, I mean, the only thing we can do right now is waiting, you know, that's it.
Dominik, absolutely. I was going to ask you, because you are a big competitor, you know, in the sport. We know that you're like one of the most consistent riders. You show up to all the main events. You're at all the world championships, and you do very well. You're very consistent since early on. You were always just a really, really great competition rider and free rider. You just have an amazing style.
Thank you, Diego.
Very strong, like, you know, and it's cool.
So complimentary right now.
No, it's true. It's true. And I know in Thai Wake Park, that's where the Worlds are going to be held. So you were training to get ready and preparing for one of the biggest events in wakeboard, which is the Worlds that we have for the IWWF. And now they canceled it. So now we see how this whole thing also affected the industry we're in, you know, and especially you who keeps up with these events and these competitions. You saw them. They're not going to do the contest, obviously. And it's crazy, you know, it's the first year that's ever happened. Every year it's been consistent, you know, you got many events, many tours, and now it's like, no, it's off. We'll see what happens.
Do you think they're going to postpone it, or is it just canceled until further notice?
No, they postpone. How do you say it? Postponed
it?
Yeah, they postponed it to January next year.
Okay.
It was.
I didn't see that.
It was
now
supposed to
now
be
they only do a. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They were supposed to. The Worlds were supposed to be in September, right?
Yep.
September,
Right.
October. Yeah, and now they are in January 2021.
Man, I was excited. I've never been to
but
wake park, and I spoke with Manuel from IWF, and I was seeing if they were gonna see if I could judge there, and I can go and help organize everything, and I can go watch you guys ride.
So you wouldn't compete?
I probably would. You know me. I probably would.
Do it.
Even if I haven't been riding, it's cool to just get on the water.
I actually had a conversation with a really young rider the other day, and he was like, "So who is your favorite who was your favorite or still is your favorite rider back in the days?" And it was like, "You probably don't know Diego Shaw, right? Because you know all the kids are so into rail riding and stuff like this now." And then I showed him a video of you when you go completely to the inside of the lake and then cut out doing your double Hinterberger and double two blinds and stuff like this. Man,
that's so cool. Yeah. I think definitely we'd see more style towards the rail, but it's been really cool to watch too. Like I watched Pedro Calda's new video, him in the Philippines.
Insane, huh?
Wrecking it, like killing it. Such like a free, like stylish to him, like capoeira. He's like doing capoeira.
It looks like that.
Yep.
Sick style.
Yeah, when I see him with the long hair and the Spanish, it kind of reminds me of when I was younger. I was like, the long hair, I was skinny. I swear, it's cool to see these new riders from Brazil. Same with Dan Casper. He's doing really good too.
Oh, yeah.
So Dominik, when was the last time you were stateside?
Wow, long time ago. I think 4 years or 5 years.
Wow. So what was it, like the Joby shoot or something like that?
Sorry?
Was it for Joby?
Yeah, it was for Joby. We were testing in Miami actually.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I think I remember that.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, we saw it. I saw you there, right? At Ski Rixen, I think.
I think so. I remember I did the Joby shoot that year, but it was weird. I didn't do any of the cables that were near me. I had to go to Orlando to do that part of the shoot. Oh, really? I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Okay. I remember the first time you came here to the States, you came to Rixen to train a few weeks. Remember I was with Josh
2007.
Yeah. And we were going to the cable park together.
Mm-hmm. And that's when I first met Dominik too.
Yeah, there's a video of you, Jeff. There's a big snake, and Dominik was there.
That wasn't that year, though. That was later on. That was a year or two later.
Oh,
that was I remember the first time I came to Ski Rixen and I stayed with Mark, and I barely spoke English, man. I had such a hard time.
I do remember that. Oh, those were good times, man.
I still remember when I said to you, Diego, I'm like, oh, Diego, I'm so hungry, I'm starving, and then you said to me, oh, you just said starving. That's such a hard word, you know. I remember
that's a Diego thing to say.
It is.
I was so proud of myself because Diego used to say this all the time, like, hey guys, let's go eat. I'm starving, you know. And then
starving too. No. My English wasn't perfect either. And a few years ago, I was still having trouble with some words. It's like comfortable, comfortable. It was English wasn't.
There's some classic words that we love hearing Diego say, just because he says them his own way. I'm trying to remember. Okay. I'm trying to remember which ones they were, but there's some of them were hilarious. Are you frozen, Diego? Oh, he was.
He's back.
Yeah, now he's fake frozen. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he's real frozen.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful face to be frozen on, though.
Yeah. So how do we get him out of the frozen scene?
He could probably hear us. He'll probably back out and then come back in.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
So Jeff, how is everything with you?
Dude, it's been crazy over here, man. I was working in Atlanta before all this stuff happened, and I just literally the day we ended up wrapping up, and the day we wrapped up, things started to get bad in the U.S., and I ended up driving home. Fortunately enough, but it's up until this whole coronavirus stuff. It's been busy. It's been fun. Obviously, not really that much wakeboarding, but a lot of filmmaking, a lot of features and music videos and documentaries. So it's been
that the
busy
main
over
thing
here.
you are doing now?
Yes. Most of the time, I'm either director of photography or I'm kind of like a one-man band. Especially when it comes to documentary type work, I'm basically the director, the DP, the gaffer. I do everything. But I mean, documentaries are more like they're more intimate, so you don't want a huge crew. But then for the bigger stuff, I'm just director of photography, and I say it's a big role, but it's great because then it's like when I'm in that mode, it's like I have a gaffer and I have a director who's helping me kind of figure out what I want to do. Diego's back. Let's pop him back in. Oh, welcome back, bro.
Did you miss me? You got frozen.
Not
I don't know
really.
what happened.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah. But it's cool. The director of photography thing is awesome because it's like you have a whole team under you, and when you have a whole team, it's what lets you do like the awesome get the best shots because it's not just you. You're not relying on yourself. You have a team with you. So that's kind of my favorite part of it.
You went to university for that, right? Or you studied all this?
I went to film school, but I didn't graduate film school. I took basically the classes that I thought I would need. And I did go to university, but I went to a university that basically accepted all of my film school credits. So I basically I used them to graduate and get a bachelor's. But my degree is in business, not in filmmaking. But filmmaking is more about experience and more about what you can do as an artist, and less about what kind of degree you have.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All your videos, Dominik, that you've been doing, they're on GoPro?
Most of the time I film with the GoPro, but I also have a Sony A7 III, so I film a lot with that now as well.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Mm.
But it's just so comfortable with the GoPro. Like when you do the vlogging thing, it's just so easy with the GoPro. When you have the big camera all the time, it's just.
We'll put Jeff. We'll put his channel so people can check it out. The channel,
it's
cool.
there. Channel, Dominik's channel, guys. If you want to check it out, it is actually in the description, both on YouTube and on Facebook. So click a link. The video that I actually showed while we were talking before is one of his 2019 recap videos. So you can find a lot of Dominik's work on his channel and kind of catch up with him and see what he's doing.
You know what I'd like to do? Something cool with you guys, an idea is like have a conference call where we join Lior, Nick, like everyone from all over the world.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people max we can have.
We can do 6 people max.
Oh, I would love to do that though. That's a party. We should do that.
Let's do it.
Could do
I would love to do it. No, we can get everybody on, especially when we do this early one.
What's up,
Chad Forrest? Stay safe over in Thailand. Keep being creative with your videos.
I haven't seen him for so long. I like this guy. He's so cool.
Yep. He's a legend.
Good old Chad.
Sport.
Yeah.
So it's funny, Dominik. The first time I met you was not wakeboarding related, but it was down here, obviously, and it was at Justin DeHaan's birthday party. I think it was like our 16th or 17th. Yeah, remember Justin?
Man, Justin. Yeah, of course. He's a pilot now.
I know.
Pilot, right?
Yeah, he's coming on the show Friday as well. So we're gonna catch up with him then.
Man, I had Justin coming to Germany like 12 years ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to visit me, and then I got so sick that I was in the Philippines. I traveled back from the Philippines, and on my way back to the Philippines, he was already on his way to Germany, and I got so sick that I arrived in Germany, and I had to go to the hospital, and he was already in New York waiting for his connecting flight to Munich, and I had to call him, or my brother was calling him, and it was like, hey, Justin, Dominik is in the hospital. He's so sick, you can't come.
Oh, no, in Munich.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you get, a stomach flu? Stomach virus?
No, I I ate something. I think it was the ice cream or salmonella.
Oh, that's
Ouch.
heavy.
Yeah,
Salmonella.
but really
Yeah.
bad, really bad. And then he was in New York, and then I think he had one of his family members in New York, so he was staying in New York. Man, I felt so bad.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
what could you do though at that point? You know,
Yeah, I know.
It's like what was he gonna do? Come to Germany and stay with your family while you're in the hospital?
Yeah, and hold my hand in the hospital.
Yeah,
Right?
It's okay.
Cool,
It's
just
okay,
come.
pal.
Yeah, Justin, man, I miss all these guys. It
Mhm.
was so funny at Ski
Yeah,
Rixen.
man. You got to make a trip back out here soon, dude.
I
Once
will
all this is
come.
over.
I will try to come this year.
You know, it would be great to have you for the documentary that we were talking about doing. I don't know if you heard much about it, but you know, we were working on
I saw something the other day. Yeah.
where it's basically a documentary not about wakeboarding itself, but it's about certain individuals who have been wakeboarding for a long time and kind of their stories, their relationship to wakeboarding, and it's something different because you know we don't know everyone's stories. You know, everyone sees you guys online, they see your wakeboarding videos, and that's really the extent that they know you. And it's cool to let everybody kind of see Dominik, the real Dominik, not just the Dominik that's riding.
That's the real Dominik right there. I'm right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down for that.
Yeah, cool. Well, we'll talk more offline about that because the plan was to do it in September, but obviously we have no clue what's going on. So
yeah,
things are probably going to have to be readjusted, but we'll see how that comes
Jeff,
along.
where do you live now? Are you still in Boca?
Yeah, home base is still in Boca. I travel a lot for work. So I like having the home base here because the area is obviously really nice and I can just go home and I'm home. I was contemplating moving out to LA, but LA is cool. I just don't really like the vibes out there too much, and it's crazy expensive. So I like it here.
Yeah,
Down south.
Mm-hmm. Southern boy.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what happened to Josh Bank?
Josh Bank. I talk to him every once in a while. I don't think
he's in England now, isn't he?
Yeah, he was living in England. I don't know where he is now. And he used to go to Israel a lot because it's a quick flight. But he seemed to be doing well. I think he was in banking, if I remember correctly.
I think so. Yeah, I texted with him a while ago on Instagram one day, and I think he was somewhere in England or something. Yeah. I see him surfing a lot now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing you can do all the time.
I fell in love with surfing.
I've seen this. Me too. Man, this is one of the greatest sports. You flow.
It's the best.
No tension in your body, and you kind of just connect, and it's very relaxing and therapeutic.
Seriously, for me, I hate to wake up in the morning, and I would not wake up in the morning for anything else except surfing.
A swell, a good wave. Yeah. Oh yes, I understand you, man.
If someone tells me like 2 days before, hey, in 2 days we shoot wakeboarding at 6 a.m, you have the cable for yourself for 2 hours, I would be like, no, I really don't want to do this.
No, I felt that.
I wake up in the morning, I take my wakeboard, I go to the cable, I'm like, oh, I really don't want to ride, And then
I broke my wakeboard.
Someone tells me like, hey, there's a good swell coming tomorrow, we need to wake up at 4. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I think we're all in the same boat. Especially, it's like, dude, when we used to have to film, we'd wake up at like 6 a.m. We were talking about it the other day. I'd wake up at 6 a.m. Probably Lior would wake up at 6 a.m. Diego would wake up at like 10:30. Yeah. But cool. Well, I try not to keep these too long. So I think this is a good place to kind of wrap everything up. At least for this episode. So, Dominik, is there anything you want to let everybody know what's going on in the world of Dominik Gührs?
Well, basically, I'm fine. I'm trying to go back to Germany right now, but I think I will be back with my family in a few days. But I guess I can't see them then because then I need to be under quarantine
that's right.
Weeks. Yeah. So yeah, but it's good. I'm safe. I hope all of you guys are safe, and then I hope we will all catch up soon and go ride together.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm stoked. And let's catch up. Let's talk about doing that round table, because obviously while you're stuck in Thailand, it gives us something to do, and I can call Nick and Lior and get them on easy. So
and Effie.
Yeah, you're right. We should get Effie on too.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll have Diego run recon on that situation.
Effie and Moti, I'm on it. Actually, I'm on it.
Yeah, if you get Effie and Moti, just make sure you get them together, because I think we'll be at 6 people at that point.
Okay. Well, Dominik, it's so nice to hear you, man. I miss you.
Absolutely, man.
You look good.
Guys,
I know you're doing well.
Nice to talk to you guys.
Stay healthy.
It felt good,
man.
It was good for the soul to talk to you.
Yeah, it was great to catch up, man. It's been way too long. Way too long.
Water for the soul. You got to cultivate the friendships you've had, and you have. So happy to water it, and be safe. Okay. I hope you get back to your family.
Too, and thanks for the chat. And I will watch all the other episodes you're gonna have.
Ah, cool, man.
Okay,
Thank you, man.
I saw you're gonna have the Star Trek guy.
Yes, we're going to have Paul Jenkins, who's the director of our film. He's going to come on Thursday morning for that episode of Coffee Talk. So if you guys want to check it out, we'll be talking a little bit about the Star Trek film we've been working on, but probably more about the film that he wrote and directed called Warped, which I also worked on, as well as the DP. And so that will be Thursday at 9 a.m. And today we're actually we're going to have a very special guest at 2 p.m. for happy hour, and it's going to be Lonnie Newman from Necessary Media, and she's going to talk about what's going on in her world, and also it'll be great to catch up. Diego and I worked with her on an amazing show called Bert the Conqueror, which I can't believe was 10 years ago. I mean, I know, right? So that will be today at 2. So if you guys are around, check us out. We will be live here and on YouTube today at 2. But enough with the plugs. Good again catching up with you, Dominik. Thanks for joining us today.
Good night,
guys,
Thailand.
Stay safe, and I talk to you guys soon, huh?
Adios, man. Give you the Star Trek salute.
Ciao, Dominik. Cuídate. Big hug.
How can I leave the chat?
You can't.
You can't. You're staying forever, man.